Hello everyone, welcome to Sampa again. In this video we're going to build a very simple calculator. So let's create a Python file first. We started with creating a Python file first, and let's name it as calculator. Okay, now we're going to write code for our calculator. So let's get started with the code. So let's demonstrate what our calculator does actually. So our calculator takes two number from the user. Okay, it takes two user number as input, and it also takes an operator as an input. Okay, and finally it shows the result, and it prints do the calculation and prints the result. So it performs the calculations and prints the result. This is what our calculator does. So let's print a welcome message first. Welcome. Usually calculator doesn't have any welcome message, but this is our calculator, so we can do anything we want. So our calculator gives a welcome message. Let's decorate it a bit. Okay. And now we're going to take the user input. So we create a variable num1 and gets user input for number 1, first number, and it would be float because we will be working with float type data type. Not only integer data will be taken from will be given by the user, and we have our number 2 variable, and this one is float as well, and we get the user input for number 2 as well. Enter another number. Okay, now we're going to take another user input, that would be our operator. But this time this is not going to be a float type data type, because this operator is not float or integer, it would be a string. So we are keeping it as default. Enter an operator. Okay, let's run and check this. We enter a number. Okay, now we enter another number 1. Let's okay, as you can see, we don't get any output actually, because we don't have more code. We are just checking our code over here. Now it's time to do the calculation part. So we'll write code for the calculation, and we're going to set some condition. If the operator is plus, then what our calculator would do. If the operator is subtract, then what it would do. So let's set the operator as if the operator is plus. And then first we create a initial variable for result, and if the operator is plus, then we add number 1 and number 2. Okay, and finally we print the result. Let's have a try. Let's see if our program is working or not. Let's put 5 and 2 and operator is plus. Okay, it's saying 7, so our code is working fine. So we can add other operator, we can add code, write code for other operators as well. So we're going to use elif here because we will have more conditions. We have conditions for every operator, so we're going to use elif here, and this time we are setting the condition for negative, that will subtract number 1 and number 2. And next we are going to multiply num1 and num2 when the operator is multiplication. We just simply copy and paste it, so it would be easier for us. And now we set condition for division. If the operator is division, then we divide number 2 from number 1. We again copy and paste it. It is much easier. We just change the operator, that will be fine for us. And now we're going to set another condition, like if the operator is invalid, I mean out of this for operator, then we will just print an error message. So let's print invalid operator. Invalid operator. Operator. Let's run our code and see if it's working or not. We put 5 and then we write 11, and let's say this time we're going to multiply. Okay, it's 55, so our calculator is working very fine. So let's have another try. We enter number. So we're going to perform division this time. So let's say 55 and 5. It should give us 11. Operator is okay. Yeah, it's working very fine. Let's try again. This time we're going to perform subtraction. So let's check it if working or not. Okay, yeah, our calculator is very fine. It's working very well. The program is very simple. It just takes user input and the operator, and our program is very simple. It just takes user input and the user from it takes two numbers from the user and then operator, and just perform the calculation. A very simple calculator, as you can see. And let's have another try. This time we're going to give a invalid operator. Let's give hash and see what it says. Hash is not in our code. Okay, it's saying invalid operation, but there is a 0 over here, but it should not be in the output line, the 0. So to get rid of this, we can do what? We can write some couple of code to get rid of this. If the result is 0, then we simply just pass it. The result is 0, then we're going to pass it. That means it's gonna ignore it, and if the result is not 0, else, we print the result. So it should fix the error. Now we try it. Try another time. Again, we give hash as our operator and see what it says. Okay, as we can see, this time we don't have any 0, so our program is working very fine. So this was a very simple Python code to make a calculator. Just very simple.